Yeah, so Russell mentioned the Mirai, and it turns out that it's expected that the Mirai Generation 2 is expected to be revealed next year. And the reason that's a big deal, I mean, for one, it's a second generation Mirai. Throughout the life of the first generation Mirai, we actually saw the fuel cell itself shrink considerably from a large fuel cell to something small enough that I think it fits under a seat or something. I mean, it's very small now, isn't it?
Yes, the fuel cell stack in the current Mirai fits under the front driver's seat.
Okay, yeah. And so, I'm
does
kind of
the water
anxious.
expel come into a cup so you can drink it on your drive to work?
If you put it strategically under the thing like Russell did in his video. And if you haven't seen the video, there's going to be a little eye in the upper right corner of this that's going to link you directly to Russell's Mirai video. How was that? Hey, that was pretty good, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, so
I don't see the eye.
Keep watching. So anyway, why is 2020 in Japan a big deal? It's because it's going to be the Tokyo Olympics. Mark, you're just making laugh.
I'm still looking for the eye.
It's up there.
Put it right on his face.
Anyway, Tokyo 2020 Olympics, and they are expecting that Toyota is going to reveal the Mirai at the Tokyo Auto Show and then have a fleet of them ready for the Olympics to highlight this technology and Toyota's investment in hydrogen and particularly the Mirai. However, according to this article here in autoblog.com, there's not a lot of expectations to see the Mirai available commercially until maybe 2021, which would be maybe 21 probably for the 2022 model year. So if you're looking to get a second gen Mirai, then you're going to have to wait until 2022. But
maybe
getting back, yeah, maybe. But like Russell said, we see these companies who are jumping all in on hydrogen. Toyota is certainly one of them.
Toyota's been a big supporter. I'm sorry, Mark, go ahead.
Isn't that because of the Japanese subsidies?
Yes.
That's the reason that the Nissan, Toyota, and Honda have been so gung-ho about hydrogen this whole time?
Yeah. Well, and they have an existing hydrogen infrastructure that serves a small nation like Japan much better than the U.S. Absolutely.
Canada, yeah. Australia.
Let's just say I'm sworn to secrecy on this, but I may have news on this front.
Oh.
Maybe late next week.
Sure, okay. Spring that on us. And then you can't say anything.
Yeah, check back next week's show, and we'll see, maybe.
All right, now I'm looking forward to next week's show. You want to just call this show now and then just, wait until next week?
You better have been looking forward to next week's show before the show even started, okay? I don't want to hear any of that.
So say I'm not even looking forward to this week's show, and we're already halfway through it. So, speaking of hydrogen, this has been like almost the first three stories have been about hydrogen, and so there's movement. It turns out that some engineers in Alberta think they have found a way to extract hydrogen from the oil sands and leave the dirty carbon-based emissions in the ground
gunky shit
where
in
they
the
belong. Yeah, leave the gunky shit in the ground. Exactly. Now, they kind of explain it here. It's cbc.ca article. And the way they explain it is actually what they do is they pump oxygen into the well, and it has to be kind of a deep well. They pump in oxygen, and it's under pressure, so it creates very hot steam, and that creates a chemical reaction that frees the hydrogen, and then they use special filters to free the hydrogen and and keep everything else under there. So, yeah, they may be able to extract hydrogen from underground and leave the gunk down there. But the interesting part is the gunk is still down there. So if they ever decide to pump it out, it's actually still there. But this was all about the hydrogen part.
Yeah, well, it's always going to be still there. Like that's part of the makeup of the tar sands, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like it, but right now it's covered by layers and layers and layers of dirt to keep it from leaking out. But absolutely, it's always going to be there, Hunt. It's just part of the makeup.
Yeah,
But
and they said this is still kind of theoretical. They need some more field testing to see if this is actually viable on a large scale. But yeah,
so basically fracking for hydrogen.
Yeah.
yeah.
kind of, yeah, I guess.
Sort of. Yeah.